Hey, this is Matt McClung, and I'm talking about the 4-Mallet Etude called Escapade. This is a really fun piece, and one of the things that makes it interesting is dynamic contrast. So I encourage you to make the most of those contrasts, even if it means bringing pianissimo down to triple P or bringing piano down to pianissimo. I think something that makes this piece very interesting is bringing out all the dynamic contrast. The very first thing that happens in this piece is that 1-2, 1-2, 1-2, 1-2 lick in your left hand, and it's tricky. Just remember to relax and keep your wrists low. It's not something that we do often as marimbas necessarily, that close, it's only spread out by a third, that close 1-2, 1-2 rhythm. So just make sure you keep relaxed and keep your wrists low, and it should be fine. Be careful that all your chords strike together. There are 4-note chords, and those are in obvious places, and of course all 4 mallets should hit the marimba at the same time. But also, every time you've got this running 8th note figure in one hand and a 2-note chord in the other, your 2 notes need to strike at the same time, and they need to strike at the same time as whatever mallet in your other hand is striking as well. So those 3 notes always have to happen at the same time. It feels like 2 different things happening at once. The running 8th notes in one hand, which starts in your left, and then later that happens in your right when you have running 8th notes in your right hand. And then the opposite hand has double stops. Make sure that all those chords happen at precisely the same time. I use Robert Van Cise M113s for the recording of this piece. They work pretty well in this room with this marimba. I think 114s would work as well. If you prefer to use rattan, I would recommend the M222s or M223s, although I would caution you because I think for 4-mallet stuff it's a little trickier to hit all the notes with rattan. I think birch is a little bit safer and less wobbly. But if that's your thing, that's what I recommend. Have fun and good luck.